Music for Campfires and Escalations is provided by BattleBards.com. Use coupon code CAMPFIRE for a discount off BattleBards Prime, their premium subscription service. Additional music is also provided by TabletopAudio.com and our very good friends at the Clock Tower, a 5e experience. Their show is quite frankly superb, and I would highly recommend giving them a listen at the link below. You might even hear a few familiar voices. Every eye in the stadium watches the refugees. As they claim victory, every eye outside the stadium watches the refugees. Find out who watches on this episode of C&D The Refugees.
Tilpo raises a mug. I have become quite wealthy off of your victory, my friend!
Darry the entire time not paying much attention to the crown after seeing Thorn die almost like 4 times. Darry's just being like, "You're okay! We're gonna be rich! We did it! You're okay!"
Okay is a very strong word. Also, my coat is ruined.
Excellent. I'm pretty sure the
Jinbar turns to you as the crowd begins to disperse. The roar starts to fade. And he bides for all of you to stand so he can have a quick word with you.
Dagon puts away all his gear. Listen, Thorn. Honestly, Thorn, I didn't think you would be alive by the end of this.
It's rough, man.
I got you.
Not bad. That was
my friends, attend to me. Allow me to explain what it is you have actually achieved here today.
Okay.
Apologies, my bad.
We must admit,
8 + 4 health back.
we expected you to kill some, if not most. Not all of them, and we surely did not expect all of you would live. You have all lived. You have all won. Your requests were as a group. You fought as a group. As you wish, you may all each attend these meetings that you've requested. The only exception will be Philippe will be the only one to receive an artifact of Mortis, being the only one who asked.
Of course. Makes total sense.
I have seen many fights in this arena. It has been a long time since I've seen such teamwork. Together you are quite potent. I wish you well.
And you as well.
He bows. Be of service. And he walks up.
Of course. Has the crowd kind of dispersed a little bit?
Yeah, they're all...
Thorn throws up. Just like, knees down in the dirt.
Dagon's patting him on the back and making sure he's not messing up his bed.
So is Darry.
Dewazzi's walked off, he's just sitting there just like, this is what I live for. This is what Dewazzi desires. This moment.
Drinks on me?
Yes.
I'll take you up on that taunt.
The first round, maybe, but we'll have to see who buys second.
I think we've
Thorn,
done it.
all men have fear in their hearts, but it takes a special kind to act instead of it. You have done well.
I'll buy you a new coat. Come on, let's go.
Okay. As you're walking out,
Slug.
a messenger comes up to your group and presents you with a summons. It's from Church of Mortis.
I will have to miss out on the first round, I'm afraid.
We'll make
Just
sure to
meet us
save a
there.
second
It's
for you.
requesting all everybody.
Oh. Never
We
mind.
will all miss out on the first round.
Thorns just standing there holding a slug that he threw up.
The messenger stands to you.
Really?
The rector said if you needed time to clean up
Just throw it in the pit.
or to prepare yourselves, but you've already had a meeting scheduled. He sees no need to delay. When you are presentable, please. And he did invite the refugees as well.
Of the gauntlet.
Dagon,
Of course, of the gauntlet.
Dagon is like gingerly touching like the necromantic gash that Philippe gave him. This just can we take a little bit of time?
And
Once.
we would like that. He points to the scimitar.
Of course, yes.
Ow.
Reese cheese it. Tries to like smooth out the now broken prayer seal.
Takes it.
Just. Oh.
It's
nice.
like 15. He kind of ties it off. He starts chucking back. You know the same temple.
Mm-hmm.
There will be a room above where he'll receive you.
All right. How much time? What the appointment is? What, like an hour or two now after this? or
It was
something?
set to be about an hour after the combat if you were to survive. So
All
you
right.
guys have about an hour to clean up. It's not long to get there. You've got about an hour if you want to have a drink and let the adrenaline subside.
We're really good on time.
All right.
Yeah, that combat
I
went
recommend
way faster
we
because my rolls were shit and I couldn't
and
get
get
in.
something to eat and drink before we.
I am curious.
I suppose that first round will be
That
on
I
you.
melted. Was he as dangerous as I
Honestly?
thought he was?
He was.
I'm feeling fish and chips right
mostly-
now. We should
He
go
was
see our friend.
mostly a
Conduit does have
defensive.
good fish and chips.
Just to make sure that the
Like,
people
he
know
had
we
some
haven't.
abilities
We're
he would
still
use
humble.
where
Let us bathe
he was
first.
adjacent
Of course,
to somebody.
but I mean,
And
let's
when
go
they-
We
to our
only have
favorite
an
local
hour.
place.
If
Yes.
you had damaged him so bad, you could do something called
Let's
fortify.
clean
You
up
can
and just grab whatever we
take
can.
Yeah, fish and chips.
action
It's fine.
to
It's right there.
It's on the way.
Like
Like I said, humble.
basically like if he said he could take shield over here.
to the bathhouse
so just
then.
go.
Fish and chips sound really
But
good.
you guys just tore through them with their bad rolls. So it goes.
I think we're gonna head to the bathhouse to clean up.
Yep.
We are probably
And then
forming
fish and
one.
chips.
Fish
And
and
our
chips.
local.
Oh, as you guys notice as you're walking out, right where you have to leave, somewhere through the course of a fight, like probably somewhere after the tide turned, a banner has been unrolled. Huck's Fish and Chips, sea salt provided by the refugees of the Gauntlet.
We have to go to Huck's now.
Long title.
It's a discount.
We have
That's
to.
such a
discount.
long
Dude, let's go be
title.
celebrities.
Let's go,
Let's
be
just
celebrities.
Stare up at that banner. I tried
I
to make
am
fresh
Philippe
water.
Descent.
Salt now.
I tried to make fresh water.
Nope, salt is better. Let's
Now
go.
I just can't wait for it. Just hello. I am Philippe Descent,
And this
a
is my
member
favorite sword
of
in
the
the
refugees of the
It's reading a total problem.
and I love to eat
Huck's fish and chips.
Huck's fish and chips. They're the taste that I crave after a long day of fighting.
Fine thinking.
Okay, that was good. Take 26.
Remember, the taste of the sea.
The taste of the sea.
So you guys
The
are going
pizza.
to the bathhouse.
We can
Bathhouse.
cut, we
Yeah.
can like
Clean up,
cut
yeah.
and chop this, right?
God.
You guys enter the bathhouse, and it's fairly busy. Where last time it was kind of sparse. It's a celebration.
The
The
only
games
used
are
fish and chip
almost a
salesman.
holiday of sorts. There's a lot of people here. As you enter, everyone stops what they're doing and turns. The proprietor turns and sees you and enters, and for a second, mouth goes down and comes back. What can we do for you?
Well, the fighting has put us off a bit unpleasant.
The crowd's starting to gather around you.
We have a meeting in about an hour, but if you don't mind, we would enjoy having a bath and maybe some cleaning for our accoutrement.
The proprietor raises his hands. You see? Only the finest come to the bathhouse.
Oh no.
The refugees of the Gauntlet. Of course, whatever you may wish, it is yours. Please, on the house.
How many attractive people are in the audience starting to
It's
surround us?
nobility. There's a lot of attractive.
I
Gary's
thought
gonna
we were
point
around
to like 3 attractive people of her choice and go, you're my friends now. Come on, we're gonna go have a bath and eat fish and chips later.
They dutifully follow. You guys are, for the moment, rock stars.
I thought we were on the proprietor. Lilac is treated as well. They find us
Thorn just walks to a bath.
I hope that you all will
Dane's
come,
gone.
have a good time. On me.
Toph disperses from the crowd and goes to the
Prior
bath
to
by himself.
Of course, of
I pass
course.
him 30 platinum.
But the refugees have provided, of the Gauntlet, have provided for all of you.
I whisper in his ear, don't worry, you can know me later. Pat him on the chest and walk away.
So, for the next little under an hour. If you so choose, without effort, you would have companionship of whatever type you want. You'll spend no coin while you're here.
Save.
Save what?
Wazzy.
Philippe gave the proprietor because
It was he.
Dawazi would have just broke him if he hadn't. Male or female?
Both.
Okay. You have
Best ratio.
two very attractive
2 girls, 1 guy.
young lady and one very attractive young man join you in your bathhouse.
Yep. Darry becomes very good friends with them.
And Darry disappears for almost the entire length of time you've got before you have to be at the rector's office. Thorn goes, and as the bath attendants come in, simply raises a hand for silence and quiet, and they turn and they walk back out as he sinks into a hot bath. All his fresh wounds slowly soothing away the pain. Even though they're healed, he's still sore. He's been run over by a train like 3 times.
Yeah.
It's just like staring at one long gash across all my scales where
I
there
think
was
you
a
are a
scorpion's claw.
I would want to go mostly by myself. I would want, if they had a bard that played the harp, to just play soothing music
Is it
with
long rest an
simple
hour?
sandalwood.
No, that's
You
true.
are,
It's
you
not
request
6
it,
hours?
and it takes a few minutes, but someone does come in with a harp.
8, 7, 8.
A rather young boy begins to play a harp right behind you as you bathe, keeping complete focus on the music to give you your privacy.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Like I said, I talked to the proprietor for a little bit, make sure that he has that extra amount of money set aside for himself to pay for all this. After that point, I'll look into the crowd, find a fetching young lass, and be like, I need to have a bath. Do you mind washing my bath?
Not at mine.
Thank you.
I've never. Is there anything I need to? I've never.
Shampoo.
Okay. She turns to one of her friends and she kind of laughs and titters and she says, "Oh, that." She goes off. And these are not, mind you, these aren't bathhouse attendants. These are literally
Yeah.
men, girls, and boys.
Yep.
That are just happy to be around you guys at the moment.
I look for the one that seems the most excited, but the highest standing in ability.
Okay.
Thorn is gonna spend the hour, whatever time he's not actually just trying to get clean, trying to use soap to get his wedding ring off his finger, but is struggling because it's covered in scales and it just keeps getting stuck.
Okay.
He's very upset about this.
Dagon is relaxing. He requests as many dyes as they can bring him.
Dies
Yes, if they can bring him a set of dyes.
in the bathhouse.
You can
Yes.
dye your hair, dog.
Yes.
Fuck yeah!
Die.
So it takes a while, but you get basically the prime color set of dyes. It's not very much. It's not a common thing. Dyes are used for clothing more than hair.
Yep.
So you get some very but you can mix and match. You can use the prime colors to create others if you wanted to.
He's gonna have a private bath, not like a large basin or anything, and he's just going to spill several of the dyes into the bath.
It's gonna look brown.
Maybe he wants brown.
And he's just going to let himself sink in the hot water.
Okay. What are you doing, sir?
Toph is going to bathe as quickly as possible. Not really into the leisure. Just wants to get clean. And gonna pack up, talk to whoever is the manager of this place, and say, I'm gonna head to the closest tavern for just a couple minutes. If you could let them know that I will be back.
Of course.
I'm gonna walk to the nearest tavern.
It's like 2 doors down.
Right. I'm gonna go in, walk
You
to...
know where all these are. 'cause
Of course,
you're
yeah. From here. Is this... does anyone in here not look like nobility?
The closest tavern is much more working class. The nobility as in the Roman games, people get really worked up watching the gladiatorial sports. People are spilling things and women are pulling their shirt. It's like crazy in the stands as it is on the field. So everybody's gone. The nobility has gone to basically clean up for the rest of the celebration at the Lilac. You walk down to a working man's kind of tavern. You walk in. There's probably half a dozen people there just having an ale. They might not have been at the stadium. The word is already spread like wildfire at the event.
I want to keep my head down just to
Okay.
make sure no one sees me. I'm gonna walk to the front, to the bartender.
Give me a stealth check, just to see how well you walk in, because you are known now.
I somehow have a +2 to this.
You have Dex, right?
13.
You see some people look at you, and you kind of give them the "I don't want to be bothered" look, and they're working folk. They're not going to flock to you like the nobility did to them at the Lilac.
That's because I'm an urchin.
They leave you alone for the most part.
And I walk to the front to the bartender, and that's where I kind of raise my head for him to look at me. And I say, "Excuse me, is it a man, woman?"
It's a man.
Excuse me, sir. A round for everyone in the house. For the working folk.
Did you win it when you won the coin?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but these people deserve it.
He yells out, "All the drinks are on the dwarf. The refugee of the Gauntlet Dwarf. What's your name?"
Tough.
Toff's buying all your drinks tonight. Oh, I'm sorry, a round of drinks tonight. Toff's buying.
Tough like, oh, fuck.
Did we win money when we left?
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Nope.
That was impressive.
We already had money.
Thank you, sir.
Are you guys all gladiators?
I wouldn't say that, but
We are today.
we can handle ourselves in a fight.
Real rabble you guys kill.
Wasn't
Serving
easy.
the sculptor is horrible.
Very gruesome. Almost lost one of ours, but we did what we could. And as someone who was born and raised in the city and has worked his way up, it was quite a shock to see that many people.
I wouldn't doubt the military might come calling to you fellas.
Maybe so. As long as I can help the place I grew, that's all I need to do.
You hungry?
I can eat.
We'll get you a meal in the house.
I'll pay for it.
Well, it's not a gift if you pay for it.
The gift is you people.
Fair enough. Anybody else doing anything particular in the next...
At some point,
Hour.
Thorn requested string, and now he's just fiddling, trying to see if he
At
can.
one point, Darry is going to like pop her head into Thorn's room and go, "Hey, do you want in on this?"
No, I'm good.
Okay,
That
cool.
was. That,
I gotta get back.
She's covered in sweat. Looks like
you
she's
need
working
help?
harder in that room than she did in the arena.
Well, I did just ask if you wanted to come help, but I don't need help. No.
cool.
All right.
Make sure to stretch.
No!
Making sure there's enough time
Oh,
to.
a bath attendant actually says to you, "Sir, we have a jeweler's guild. They can probably cut that off if you don't want it." Without taking the finger, I mean.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, now the string's stuck. Shit.
Don't fix it, sir. You did quite well today, not dying at all.
Yeah, that wasn't me. That was them. Shut up, Steve. Sink into the water.
Steve. And she walks out. So, you guys will be reporting to the rector.
Yeah.
The only one that knows how to get there is Philippe.
Thorn walks out, freshly laundered clothes, a string stuck to his hand.
Waiting in the lobby.
Dagon is stitched together. His clothes are a bit of a mess, barely held together in some parts. But his hair is brilliant shades of red, striking out from the tattered black mop that it was.
And once he comes out, his jacket's on his arm, and all he's wearing is his fine silk.
On his other arm is a girl.
Oh yeah, fine dark purple silk vest and vest pants, and his gloves and boots. And he's just sort of, well, as he walks out, what is your name? Sorry,
The girl.
her name,
Doris.
Doris. Good lady Doris. I'm sorry to say, I must go. I my friends and I have a meeting with the rector. However, if you wish to meet
The
me
rector?
again, yes.
You travel in such circles.
Well,
dear.
you know, if you wish, meet me at the Founder's Ball. We will have a dance.
I really hope
Good
no
day.
one's, like, taking...
In the course of
portraits.
speaking with her, her father is one of the heads of the Merchants Guild. She didn't mention which one, but she's definitely in the line of patronage that you're trying to infiltrate, for lack of a better word.
Perfect.
Are my new friends anybody of note?
Give me a d20.
18.
Fuck.
The male is actually a performer. He's a bard that plays at the hotel. I mean, at the hotel, the Ruby's Tavern quite often.
Oh, nice.
And it turns out, after some speaking with him,
Yeah, speaking.
Don't do
that, that the two ladies were kind of more fans of his.
Uh-huh.
And then when he jumped at the opportunity, they jumped at the opportunity. And you find out that the Ruby is a patron of the arts. If you perform at the Ruby, it's the equivalent of performing in the arena for Gladiators.
Nice. Darry is like playfully going to.
His name is Joshua. He didn't give you a last name.
She's gonna ask Joshua to like in a lull between their activities, sing something for her, and then when he sings something for her, she's gonna try and outdo him.
Okay. Performance round.
She's not the best person. Okay?
She's getting in where she can.
Thorn had a
Theater.
good time. Thorn's happy. He's pleased. He's upset about that, but whatever.
Theater.
21. When I perform, I good. Ah, fuck.
22.
I'm close though. I'm real close.
Get wrecked.
He smiles after having the intimate
Wait,
relationship.
have we had a short rest?
No, you guys just finished.
Damn.
You've had no
But you did not restful.
Yeah.
He touches you on the thigh, and he just kind of leans in. He's like, "First performance was really good. This second one, you got a little bit more to go."
He goes, or she says, "Oh well, I didn't want to say this, but earlier, your performance could use some work as well."
He blushes a little red in front of them, and it kind of sets a chill in the room, and everybody
vicious mockery.
everybody starts to dress and kind of head out on that rather sour note to what was up to that point a rather boisterous hour.
Well, she's playful with
I know.
him, so she's
It's
gonna
fine.
be like,
I'll get you in
"Hey."
time. You good.
So you guys head out, and you find Philippe ready and waiting. Thorn kind of absentmindedly trying to twirl his wedding ring that he can't get off. You guys are all now down in the general meeting room of the Lilac. Hoft has returned from his patronage of the bar next door. Philippe is waiting patiently, though his patience seem to be running just a little thin at this point, ready to lead you off to meet the rector, the head of the Church of Mortis here in Kundun.
Darry is wearing her fancy outfit again.
Ditto.
Okay.
Thorn is cleaned up as he could be. Veils down.
Toph is in his somewhat business casual attire.
Okay.
Diggins and traveling clothes.
Do you have your
Damn,
armor
it's
on
okay.
again? Are you wearing your bone armor to the Church of Mortis?
Oh hell no!
No, he didn't wear it to the Coliseum.
Yeah, I didn't even bring that there.
Okay.
Why do you have it?
Philippe,
for when we travel.
Panic situations for when I'm getting chased out of town and I am not going to let anyone fuck with me.
So you know where you're going. It doesn't take very long because you know exactly where you're going. And as you enter the church, you guys realize that on the inside of the cathedral, it's all bones. The dead are displayed as well as buried here.
Well, this is fucking ominous.
Thorn,
Steve's digging it.
This is a little grim.
Darry looks at
It's
you.
the
Thorn,
Church
and
of
goes,
Mortis. What's
Stay on your best behavior.
say?
You're meted by the same brother that has met you every time you come in the door. Oh, the rector is awaiting you. He is upstairs in his office. Right through there. That round stairwell will take you directly to and only to his office. And he would like to see all of you, though he asks only that you
Cool.
speak.
All right. You all heard that, yes?
Yes.
We'll stay quiet.
Okay.
So he motions you up, and you guys follow up the spiral staircase, and you go into the rector's office, which is a rather large room, about 30 by 30, but very Spartan. There's a desk. Sitting behind it is one K. Theophilus. He's a very a bookish-looking man, kind of an Ichabod Crane look to him. Very long, thin neck, kind of round head, very pointy nose. He's spectacled. His hair is pulled back into a very tight ponytail. He's dressed very plainly in the same type of clothes that Philippe wears. A bit more embroidery on it, a bit more ranking to it. And he sits with his hands folded behind the desk. He looks up as you enter. Ah, Brother Philippe. And the refugees of the Gauntlet.
Polite bows.
Outstanding performance today.
Philippe also bows.
Many sent to their just rewards. The Church of Mortis thanks you for ushering them in. I ask you all to accompany Brother Mortis, Brother Philippe here,
Sorry?
to the Church of Mortis, because he has proven effective and useful. And we may need him to do more work, to be of service in a greater capacity for us. And if he accepts this, he may need allies to aid him in his taskings. I would assume that you would be those allies. So I've invited you here to hear what is being offered to Brother Philippe. Not that you need to weigh in now, but so in future conversations you'll understand what it is Brother Philippe may be asked to do. Then he turns to Brother Philippe. He requested an artifact of Mortis.
Yes, my liege.
It's not a request that's granted lightly. But in your case, it can be. Do you know what an adjudicator does?
Would I know what an adjudicator does?
You've heard of it, it's a rank, but you don't know what it is.
I do not know their capacity, though I know they are above my station.
We would like to offer you a commission as an adjudicator here in Kundun. You would be charged with investigating and, if found, hunting down and exterminating any necromantic activity we deem necessary. Such a charge brings your own private quarters, rank and title here in the church, and of course, you would receive it regardless as you want it, but the artifact you requested will aid you in your duties should you accept them.
All I have ever wanted to do in my service to Mortis is to hunt down those that use the foul dark magics, so I would gladly accept.
He hands you a small, wax seal. Not wax, but so you now have your own seal. It's a symbol of Mortis. It's a skull with a Sith going behind it. Then you are hereby, Brother Philippe, adjudicator of the Church of Mortis, in the service of him, for him, and by him. And he takes out this case, and to aid you in your service, he presents you with a case. As you open it, you have your artifact.
The Hand of Mortis.
This is a better rendition of it because it's colored.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a sick.
Hopish.
That's a Kopesh dog.
Alright.
So a couple of words on this page didn't come out super well.
Here, I'll read it for you.
Okay.
It's a finesse weapon. It has the disarming ability. Can be used with 2-weapon fighting, 1d8 slashing plus 1d8 radiant against undead.
Yo.
Acts as a +1 weapon against undead.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Take that.
Yes.
I expect when we call you'll answer.
Of course.
Simon below will show you to your room. I look forward to seeing the quality of your service while you're here in our city.
Give my life if I must.
Of course. I know you speak not for your friends, but I assume they will be equally as enthusiastic. Here in Kundun, if you bring down a necromancer, you keep what you kill. I'm sure you'll become quite wealthy from the endeavors.
Just nudge Dagan over here. Just
Dagon's gonna flash him a look and a smile.
Thorn looks concerned behind a veil.
Gary looks bored as hell, and then in Thorn's head says, "Could this guy be any less interesting? He's so boring."
There are distinct undertones of, I could kill you right now if I wanted to. In his
Yeah,
voice.
but there's distinct undertones of I can kill you right now if I wanted to on everybody we talk to.
And then he looks up and he's like, "Oh, I'm
Why
sorry.
can't I stick
You
with
can go."
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yes, my liege.
Polite bows, exit the room.
Nod and walk out.
About face and leave.
Gary waves. Like one of those little finger waves.
What's not on there, I don't know why I didn't put it on, is it's a +1 weapon for attacks and damage against undead. It's just basically a magical weapon, though, for
The rest, everybody else.
For the purposes of
Magical
damage reduction.
for damage. Yeah,
Makes
somebody
sense.
else- yeah. But it's +1 against that specific.
Nice.
But it's a magical weapon.
He's good.
Just as we're like slowly marching ourselves out, and it's just I don't know if anybody noticed, but these hand crossbows are shite.
I'm sure
We
that
do
you'll
need
be
to
able
get some ones,
to
yeah.
upgrade them.
Oh, I fully intend on making my own as soon as I get authorization with the guild members. Speaking of, Tough, you know anything about the blacksmith, the smithing guild?
I'm going to review them, so I hope so.
Okay. Do we know when that is?
Where are you guys headed?
I am
when-
headed to talk to Simon.
When
I'm
is
into hucks.
when is our meetings with the people we have chosen to
You don't know yet. You haven't settled anywhere.
We need to get a house or an apartment.
If I recall, there were talks of fish and chips.
Yes, I'm going to hucks. Who
I'm
wants
also
to
going to Hux.
Who wants to go to hucks? Yes.
As much as I would like to join you
Let's
guys,
go be famous people more.
I need to visit a particular blacksmith shop. I'm going to head to the Pinwheel.
Okay.
I will join you as soon as I am
Let's
done
go. Yeah.
settling affairs here.
Oh,
Have you
Philippe,
40
we need
more?
more time.
Could you get me some
I
throwing
want
knives?
to see the new quarters,
Easy.
put things
Thank
how I
you.
want it,
Of course, settle in, make yourself at home as you are.
We're not getting fish and chips without you, man.
If you know where Hux is, I think we'll just wait there for you.
I'm sure I'll be able to find it.
Hux is a.
Look for the large
If
crowd.
you guys recall, Hux is a cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have moved. We're gonna have to find it. Oh
We're gonna
crap!
hunt it
It's
down.
okay. I'm really good at persuading people. I
Hold
don't
on,
know
hold
this
on.
thing.
Also
If we
what
find
there
it in
is.
like 10 minutes, I'll tell you where it is. I'll put a slug in his head.
Whose head?
Philippe's.
Oh, okay.
There's no range. You got 10 minutes to find it.
All right. So, Philippe, you go to see
House
Simon.
of Mortis.
Well, I don't think it's against Mortis, but that is your wish.
Technically, it's
Thorn,
probably
rip it out.
9 minutes, 45 seconds. A walk.
Thorn!
So Simon shows you
Fast
your
walk.
quarters, which is actually in the same tower portion of the temple. You actually have a slight view of the bay from where your room is, but it's not much of a room. There's a bed, there's a chest, there's a very small shelf. You put like maybe 5 books on, and there's a candle. That's about it. But it's private, and it has a lock on it, and it's yours.
Nice. Gotta put down my stuff. Keep the hand of Mortis on me at all times. I'm probably sleeping with it at this point. Yeah. Cool. And I'll head out
You're going. Where are you going, Philippe?
to
Hucks.
Chips.
after I put my stuff
So I'm gonna assume
together.
he can catch up with you guys pretty
Yeah,
easily.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to the pinwheel? Okay. Easy enough. You know where it is. You make way there. It takes you about 15 minutes to get across out of the religious district and into the mercantile district.
I have a tattoo to finish.
You
You do?
Yeah.
I arrive at the Pinwheel.
Okay. They're there. They look up. Brother Hoft. They know you're a cleric.
Not just Hoft. Is it Tom or Jeb?
Both. One's in the back, but I mean they're both there working. Jeb's in front. Tom's in the back.
Jeb, Tom, it's good to see you both.
Quite the performance today.
Yes, well, we survived. It's the best we could do.
Sometimes being of service to the city can be the death of you.
It can be, but I want to do what I can to...
Did the weapons help?
They did, tremendously. I didn't really get the chance to smash the thing as much as I would have liked to, but they definitely did the job. I've actually come here to bring a proposition to you both.
What's that?
In fighting in the Colosseum, I have asked for a meeting with the blacksmith guild of the city. I want to try to see if I can use my win in the Colosseum to birth some blacksmith shops in the lower to middle class portions of the city. Maybe even get the dwarves back in the city back into what they're good at. And if I am allowed this, I would want to give you both a position of some kind. You've made my weapons great, you are kind and courteous, your shop is magnificent, and I feel like you deserve it.
You'd want us to leave the pinwheel to come work for you.
I would not necessarily want you to leave the pinwheel. I would want to boost the pinwheel, sponsor the pinwheel, along with some other shops, and have you both be some form of managerial position. If you are not with that is perfectly fine. I do not want to put you out of business anyway. I just enjoy your business and want to help prosper it in any way I can.
Roll persuasion check.
Ooh.
Also, he's saying he wants to get more money. Somehow, like,
Money's not everything to everyone.
It's not
it's not money, it's status.
4.
Status.
Well, it sounds real good. But come back and tell us what it is exactly after you've spoken with the guild, because the Blacksmiths Guild has certain shops that do certain businesses, like military contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Those are lucrative. We never see any of those. All we ever see is no offense, the rabble-rousing adventure types come through.
It's perfectly fine. Is there anything you would want me to mention to them on behalf of them?
We'd love to have one of those military contracts. That would keep us busy. Non-stop kind of busy. Like, I need to hire more help kind of busy. I mean, if you've really got that kind of pull, say maybe the weaponsmithing or the armor smithing for one of the regiments that are out in the plains. They always need new gear. That would be great.
Weapon or armor smithing for regiments of the plain?
One of the regiments that go out in the plain. And you'd know, there's been an ongoing war of expansion with Kundun. Just over the mountain range that lies nearest to the city is a plain, much like how we have the plains here in Kansas. And the city is it's resource rich, especially with minerals, and they're trying to take it from the Orcish tribes that kind of run the plain out there, being war riders. There's been a lot of fighting out there for a good decade now.
Well, I will make sure to speak with them on behalf of that. If I may bother you for one last thing, I'm gonna pull out the 40 gold that Iwazi gave me when I left. Here's 40 gold. My friend would like as many throwing knives as that can purchase him.
Throwing knives?
Throwing knives.
Alright. When?
Soon as you can.
Anytime, soon as possible.
Well, if you want them quickly, I might have to reach out to the shops. We'd have to make them here.
How long would it take you to make them here?
It's gonna be like a week.
I didn't say I can give you time limit.
Perfectly fine. I feel like we're going to be in Kundun for a while.
Alright. Well, we'll start making some that we'll get a bunch of them sourced so you're not waiting so long.
Much appreciated. I will let you know how the talks go.
Interested to hear how that turns out.
I bow. I walk away.
Nods. Jeb, gonna get busy, I think. Jeb, about time. You guys are going to Huck's.
Hucks!
Mm-hmm.
Fish and chips.
Huck isn't over by the Lilac anymore. His stall's not there. What do you guys want to do?
Hey, Diddy. We should ask around and see if maybe we can find someone who knows where Huck is going.
Okay. Hey, you!
Yes, hi. And I'd like to aid you in
Hello.
your persuasion check.
She is going to talk to her and say, it would be so nice if you could tell me where Huck's is, if you've seen it, or if you know anyone where they've seen it, the fish and chips place.
I'm just really craving those luscious fried fishes.
Huck does a very good job and we kind of enjoy it very much.
You're speaking to a street hawker, probably a husker maybe.
Yeah.
It's by the stadium. Didn't you see his banner?
Oh, okay, thank you.
Oh, he's gonna be
You're
real
lovely.
busy.
We can go to the front line.
Maybe.
He
Hey,
put our name on the
We can
banner.
walk to the front
Yeah.
line.
you're the ones that just won, huh?
Ah.
Might be.
Yes?
That was my cat. Don't mind her.
Kitty! Thorn chases a cat.
Are you guys gonna be?
Wrong
Are you
cat.
guys gonna be like famous? Are you gonna be gladiators now? Is that what you're gonna do?
Darry says, no, I'm going to be famous for a lot of other reasons.
Same, actually.
This is a nice cat.
Gladiators are pretty famous.
Yeah, but gladiators die every time they try to get more famous.
That is true.
It's smarter to sort of become a gladiator, get yourself some first fame, and then branch out into whatever you wish to be.
Well, I'm glad you guys didn't die. That would have been messy.
Thank you.
Darry is going to take a gold coin and put it in his. He's a pauper, right? So put a gold coin in his hat and say, that's for you. I mean, if you die, it's Tilpa's, but that's for you for now. And then,
Hey, Darry, you can't spread that. You can't spread that for him.
Darry
Yeah,
goes,
don't-
I can and I will.
Darry, please.
Why? How do I get things until Tilpa gets everything? This is bullshit.
Here's your cat.
Well,
Have a
see-
nice day.
In the end,
Takes cat back.
all things are Tilpa's.
No. Tilpa's a kobold. They die in like 20 years.
I want a cat.
I'm gonna say,
You
don't
in
know
your
that.
head, where are you people?
We didn't think Tilpa was a ship captain either, but he is.
He's going. He's
You have no
Huskers
idea
is by
how
the
old Tilpa
Coliseum.
will live to, or how old Tilpa is.
Alright.
I don't know how old Tilpa is.
I
all
do
is,
know
like
that
I said.
Tilpa is definitely the oldest kobold I have ever met.
That's very true. I will agree with that.
I've not met any kobolds, so I can say the same.
He's the only one I've met.
Yes. However, I will say that who knows if,
My cousin's a kobold.
maybe...
What?
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 Really?
Larry.
What?
Yeah.
Is that what you
Thorn,
skills
what?
What? No.
Thorn, aren't you some kind of person?
That's a very loaded
from? Wow,
question.
that's a lot.
Well, yeah, wait, whoa.
Well, like
Are you
human
saying
kind
that
of person.
kobolds aren't people?
Yeah, are they?
Yes.
Yes!
Tilpa's a person.
Yeah.
Tilpa's a captain, to be fair.
Tilpa is a captain.
He's
That
also
is
a
also-
person, you racist.
Well, Tilpa doesn't look like a human.
I didn't say
Wait,
he was
I don't
a
look like a
human. I
human.
said he was a person.
Well, you kind of look way more like a human than Tilpa does.
That's a lion.
You can't see it, but I just did a gasp.
Inter-party racism.
How?
Okay.
Damn.
Look,
Iwazi is a noble and very, probably kind of evil,
Human-like
Tabaxi,
characters.
okay?
Tilpa doesn't look like people.
Dang, we're ending this conversation. You're not painting yourself in a great light here, buddy.
Well, okay, all right. Let me explain myself.
No,
I've not seen magic
okay.
or anything that wasn't a human or an elf until I came, well, first to the boat that we were
Whoa,
all
don't bring
on.
elves into this. I don't need you telling me that I'm not a person because I'm half elf, okay?
I don't have anything against anyone.
Okay, Darry's gonna start walking away.
I'm sure you have a lot of friends who are tabaxi.
Darry's gonna fist bump Iwazi on the way out.
God.
And then the two crystal classes walk away.
So I was just gonna kind of stand there, look at Diggin. I was adopted into that family, and just
Family of kobolds?
no, just one of them.
Darry is gonna mind
Wait,
slug
were they
them.
also adopted?
Yes,
I thought
You're supposed
you
to be
were
my
like
entourage.
one
Let's
of
go.
You don't have the mind slug.
you
I
did
did.
not.
Oh, what? Oh,
Leaf has it.
Here,
Yeah,
Darry still goes like this.
he's not coming.
This fucking party.
Dude, I think Philip has the mind slot.
Yeah, I just realized.
Yeah.
It was good because you wouldn't have heard what I was
Thorn.
thinking earlier.
I thought you meant like you were related by blood.
No. I was born into a noble family who then discarded me to go
And
serve.
you were always a tiefling, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Am I not a person?
No.
Start walking.
Hey, take it. Add a condition, slight prejudice.
I mean, it's there.
Darry is gonna start heading to the stadium to go get fish and chips, and then go, fuck, I need to go finish my tattoo.
Leaves him like.
Peace.
Wait, what about Huck? Okay.
I'm not that hungry.
Oh, fair.
Okay.
You want fish and chips?
I will get food after I'm done getting a tattoo.
Just get a tattoo. Just get a tattoo after you get food.
I will take it with take it with me to the temple. I want to get this tattoo finished.
So you
Boo.
walk into the tattoo shop. Is anyone going with her?
I want fish and chips, man.
We're not even there yet.
Yeah,
They
she
walked
split
off,
halfway
yeah.
there, right?
Yeah, Darry saw a side street and was like, "Oh, that's the way to the tattoo shop. I gotta go."
All right,
Philippe has
bye-bye.
been walking to the stadium from the church.
So you go to the tattoo shop, and as you enter, Johnny's there working on a sailor, doing a mermaid motif on somebody like a big shoulder piece, and he sees you walk in. He's like, "All right, bugger off."
Oh my god! Oh fuck!
And the guy's like, "But," he's like, "No, bugger off. She's first."
As a tattoo artist, fuck.
That's
No.
some.
The guy kind of like, there's like a beat puppy, kind of goes over and he sits down in the chair.
Stencil
like-
half on his fucking
yeah.
leg.
And, he's like, "You didn't die."
No, completely alive actually.
Let's
Only
finish
thing
it
that
up.
touched me was my friends.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Let's finish you up.
All right. Darry sits down in the chair.
He sits down and he looks it over and kind of inspects his work to make sure no damage has occurred in the fighting. He's like, "Fair enough," and he takes out his color sets. He sets to work. The other sailor's still looking dejected, just kind of like... But he's like, shut up.
Darry's gonna like wink at that guy and like give him eyebrows.
Just imagine him like full eyebrow roll.
Give a performance check. Are you getting a tattoo trying to roll your eyebrows?
I was gonna say persuasion, but they're the same. I only got an 8, so it's a 16.
He's
Only.
no longer... He's more now interested in what you're about than the fact that you booted him out of his tattoo spot. So you guys go to the up to the stadium, and there is indeed a crowd around a singular stall. And you can just see the top of it over the heads. It says Hux. And it does, handwritten underneath, say, sea salt provided by the refugees of the Gauntlet. And it's really long, and it looks like it takes up way too much space under his name.
Just go straight up to the stall.
What do you do?
I wait in line.
I'm going straight up to the front of the stall.
Thorn, we don't have to.
I wait in line.
Thorn.
Thorn.
I'll stand in line.
There are certain things
Thorn.
you must learn as the ones who are sponsored by...
Philippe is gonna show up and get in line.
As ones who are sponsored by...
Philippe!
Yes.
What?
You don't need to. We are the refugees. He put our name on his stall.
Put him in
Yes.
line.
Off, you with them? You with them?
Good luck.
Yeah, I guess I'll go get fish and chips.
Yeah, I'm going with Awazi.
I get in line.
You can
walk
go
in the
ahead
front.
if you want, but I...
Huck's there.
This is
Huck's hugging fish and chips like mad.
As we walk up,
Is it 100% not
Huck!
happening? But it would be
Refugees,
so funny if
my
you
our
friend!
were in line.
favorite
Darry
fish
just walks
monger.
up
Look at
past
you.
guys like, oh,
Dagon's giving everybody a
Finest
halfway.
fish and
Anyway,
chips
The
here.
sea salt, so much better than that stuff that comes out of the ground.
Just I walk up and sort of like give him like a pat on the back. The finest fish and chips in the city. How have you been?
Could it be better?
Just looking at all the people in
So
front of them.
glad
just
you
sort of
guys
smile
won.
at them.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to put that banner up.
Oh yeah, and you already made
Well, I
it.
mean, if I put it up, well, I mean, I thought you'd win.
You believe in us.
If you hadn't won and I put it up, I probably wouldn't have gone as well.
Well, you took the right call there.
And everybody just kind of like has made room around the stall for you. You guys have just won in this arena. There's actually like children coming up, like tugging on. Hi, can you sign this? And it's like just some like random scrap.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
And one runs up to Thorn. Mister,
You say you owe me to
Mister,
a child.
Hello.
what's it like to be squished by Scorpion?
Very unpleasant.
Do you have scars?
Yeah, I've got one. I won't show you, but I got one big one right across here.
What are you?
Thorn.
He's a person.
And you have
You're not there. You're at the front of the line.
I
You're
know.
at the back.
the kid like kind of touches one of your scales or it's showing. It's like, is it a disease?
No. Perfectly safe, perfectly sanitary.
Huh. Is that what kept you from being squished?
Yes, very much so. That and all of my
told you.
friends.
Yeah, friends are good.
Friends are great. Want some fish and chips?
Oh, we've had a lot.
Fair
It's
enough.
good, isn't
The
it?
sea salt, it makes all the difference.
All the difference.
Salt barons.
Why are you
Salt
guys in
barons.
line?
That's how you
Don't
get
you
fish-
own the stall? Your name's on it.
No, we don't own it. We're just good friends with the owner.
And he makes you wait in line.
No, I don't want to trouble him, you know? It's been a long day, a lot of fighting. I just want
You're
to...
a very articulate child.
It's a trap!
It's the goblin.
The known assassin jumps out.
Shit, the face changes. No, she just smiles.
Oh,
She's
God.
like,
It becomes Scorpion.
I just find it really interesting that you didn't die.
Me too.
Well, if she did
How'd you
watch,
get
she
out
did
of
My
the
dad
Brain
was
crush.
really mad. I think he bet against you.
Oh, your dad's probably not as smart as you then, is he?
I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair. Always try and be smarter than your parents.
Just remember, even if something seems like a sure bet, there's always a chance it goes the other way.
The only guarantees we have in this world are death, taxes, and now, decent fish and chips.
She said something to her friend and they go running off, distracted by the next shiny object that comes into their view. So you guys
Your
go up to
turn.
Huck, and Huck's there.
Essentially, I'm giving Huck the, hey, we actually are friends of his. And looking at the people and just going, I hope you all enjoy your fish and chips. They're very, very good.
Looks like that's right. Sea salt brought by the refugees of the Gauntlet.
Well, we are doing quite well for ourselves, and we hope to do the same for the city here.
The salt merchants are going to be unhappy, but that's all right.
Well, he can deal. Just look at him.
Oh, it's not a he, it's a they.
They can deal.
But I've already told them, and I think if you can provide it, you're going to have a lot of demand for your salt.
Good.
I'll talk to them. We'll see what it is.
The salt merchants, they'll get upset, but you'll get over it. I mean, you're gladiators and winners at that. What are they going to do to you?
We don't want to keep you too busy. We're going to get back in line. However...
2 orders, please.
Of course. On the house, of course.
Oh, no, I insist.
We're not going to make our good friend give us something for free.
Yes, of course. You are our friend, Huck. Why would we not pay you for your fine
Well,
work?
I just don't want to assume.
No, it's fine.
You were very kind to us when we first came into this
But if
town.
you throw in an
Says
extra
Philippe, who's
slice,
never met him
I
before.
won't say no.
He gives you a nod, and he hands back this, it's thick with fish.
One for me and one for the person behind me.
Very well.
Pay it forward.
Starts serving up, and it's actually the sea salt makes it. It's better than it was before. You definitely know it. It's not quite as tangy as it was before. The sea salt gives it an extra something that you guys really just thought you were just selling them a bag of goods, but
The flavor couldn't.
it's better.
Must have been all that blood water.
And Darry's going to be probably a good 2 hours.
Iron rich.
What are you guys going to do now that you've had your fish and chips?
Now that we've made sure that Huck is now legitimate, I need to go back to the doldrums for fight.
You do?
Yes.
I'm actually going back to the boat.
I have to see a jeweler.
Does Toph know of any way to meet with the blacksmith? Do I have to settle down of any
Give you an
kind?
invitation.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta wait. But
They'll
we should
probably
find
be sending
some-
letters to the boat.
Yeah.
Which is why we should probably go to the boat.
Yeah.
Take care of this.
I can clip that for you.
Yeah, I feel like all I
I'm
really have
going
to
with
do is...
All right, to the boat it is then. I'm sure that Tilpa will want to
I'll go
pat
through
us
this
on the
right
back
later.
to
It's fine.
remind us
Okay.
that
That's fine.
everything is his in the end.
Yeah, I would like to see Tip.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with the rest of the team.
Whispers, everything is Tilpa's.
Everything is
Don't rep that side.
Everything is Tilpa's. Everything is his when you fall to your death.
Everything is Tilpa's. Tilpa's everything.
God.
So you guys return to your
Everything is
boat?
winter shins?
To the boat.
My questions?
You're returning to the Twilight's Tide.
Yes.
Yes.
Again, you're starting to know your way around the town. It's not that hard to get from place to place, especially with Hoft with you. You come back on the boat, and you see Jabari on the deck. He's teaching something to Molly. You can't quite tell exactly what it is. It's starting to get to be towards dusk. Probably combat related. It seems to be what much his lessons with her tend towards. She comes running over. Where's Darry?
Oh, she's getting a... Where is Indiri?
Getting her tattoo done.
Okay.
You guys did so good. I wasn't able to see, but you're the talk of the town. Everywhere we go, they're talking about how the members of the Twilight's Tide defeated the Condemned, and the style and flair at which you guys did it. That was impressive.
Well.
Like you cutting off the head.
Oh.
Somebody wrote a thing about it already. She holds up a paper. It's like a really crude kind of drawing of you taking off the head of the.
Thorn in the
druid.
corner getting splat.
She's like, these are circulating. They're pretty quick about these things here.
That's
Gruesome.
interesting.
Jory's dead.
Jabari. Dagan waves him over.
Comes
It's
out.
just
Jory's dead, right?
My friends,
still missing a bolt.
I am impressed.
With?
No one died.
Oh, you should have seen Thorn.
Tilpa is most happy.
I believe it.
Somebody was foolish enough to bet him that you would all die. And it was like a 30-1 odds bet. I think Tilpa made enough to buy another boat.
Well, Tilpa had a bit of insider knowledge. He has seen us fight before.
It's true. And then you hear from the back after the boat. My friends!
Hello,
Comes up, such good things you've done for me. I knew you would win. I made enough that I don't have to go on another run this year if I do not wish.
Wow.
Amazing.
They thought you were going to die.
They're fools.
I knew better.
We know.
Take the year off.
You have made me
Relax.
so much money on that one fight. Maybe I'll loan you one of my new boats.
Boats? Multiple?
I have always had more than one.
Oh.
But your fight, let me buy another one.
Not bad, Tilpa. Not bad.
I'm sure we could find a use
If
for
you
it.
have need of a boat, I can loan you one of my boats.
Welcome.
They're like this one, same size.
That is very
Okay.
generous of you. Thank you.
We very much appreciate it.
My boat, I can loan it to you.
Mhm.
I just want to be clear on the finer point of that.
Of course.
All things
Tilpa.
belong to Tilpa.
Tilpa, question. If we bought our own boat, would we be able to put it in your fleet, per se?
Of course, why
we could,
not?
We could rent
You
it
are
out
crew
to
of the
you.
Twilight's Tide, you are my crew.
Perfect.
Your boat would be mine.
Rented.
Eventually.
Final points, Tilpa.
You know how I feel.
The Ruby
Thorn
is
is-
most pleased with your actions.
Thorn is just, while this conversation is happening, going over to the side, getting a bucket, drawing up some salt water, and practicing.
Oh, by the way,
You see Tilpa kind of side-eyeing you as you do. He's like, you understand your meeting with the Merchants Guild will be very important for this endeavor you've embarked on.
That's why.
we need more salt.
Someone don't do that in the open.
Yeah, that's true. Don't let anyone else you.
Huck's business has gone up quite exponentially thanks to your win. People take notice of things like that.
I imagine there are a few salt merchants upset with us.
There is an entire industry in this city. The salt comes from the mines to the east. There are people that guard the shipments of the salt from there to here.
Two people put a whole town out of work.
There are businesses that sell the salt to all the different restaurants.
You have to go to the business.
We came in this bitch like Walmart.
And
You
we're
are
gonna
in-
A
undersell.
legion of mom and pop stores.
You are in an advantageous position, but you must be wise in your meetings.
We should go meet some of the smaller shops to make sure that they are provided for.
First,
You're meeting the Merchants Guild. Don't bother with the small shops. You're talking to the ones that regulate trade. That is a smart meeting. Make no mistakes in it. That is what you must do.
That's
Thorn,
true.
prepare Awazi. I have a piece in my kit to get Thorn's wedding ring off.
Second, only thing I want to add on to this conversation we're having now because it's about the salt trade. Perhaps make sure that our salt is seen as a luxury item. Have less of it. Except for Hawk.
We don't need to try and mass produce it because
No,
we
we don't.
can't. So don't let them act like we have pounds upon pounds of it.
Luxury item.
Don't act like you can supply the entire city if you cannot, because if you don't, things will go very south very quickly for you.
Luxury item.
Luxury.
The finest of salts.
You know,
For the
if you find more
wealthy.
people that can do what you do, though,
I have plans.
you have salt sweatshops.
Eventually.
Legions of little saucers and wizards making salt from water. That is amusing.
It is funny.
If everyone can do it, no one will pay you for it. Just remember that.
It's a spell that I adapted, and I will be refining.
It'll get better as time goes on.
Well,
Where is Darry?
Getting a tattoo.
Of what?
So then I made the little goblin thing dance, and then he looked super honorable after that, I'm sure. And then I threw him in a pit.
I don't understand why all the fascination with all this killing. I've always preferred art, and as he's talking, he's actually quite a sensitive artist.
Mm-hmm.
You would think the Johnny Two Thumbs tattooist of the sailors would be more a gambler. He's not. He's very gentle soul. Doesn't really seem to be into that much violence, though.
I mean,
He does reiterate, he's like, I would think someone of your renown would be trying to get one of the magical tattoos that we've offered him.
I said, yeah, I would, except I still don't have enough money to pay you for it, so that's unfortunate. However,
that'll change after your win.
True.
You'll have people lining up to pay you to do things for them.
Very
and to
true.
them, I suppose.
Maybe then I'll get a magic tattoo and I'll tell everybody where I got it.
Kind of you. But everybody knows.
She laughs and nods.
There's not that many places that can do it. And he seems to be finishing up the last bit of the... He goes, well, I don't think I'm going to get it any better than that.
She looks.
It is a work of art on your calf.
Dope. I'll have to draw it.
There is a giant wrestling with a dragon, but it's more like a Chinese dragon looking thing, because it's kind of more serpentine than
It's like wrapped around the
right.
Cyclops,
It's
right?
more, but it's definitely a dragon. It's got wings, but there's this titanic struggle taking place. But he's got the lighting and the shadings really well. The dragon has this ruby red kind of color to it, and the giant's got more of a gray kind of storm cloud looking look to it. Though the giant only has the single eye in the middle.
Right.
Very reminiscent of what that sculpture probably looked like in its heyday. But then he's put life to the two creatures.
I also would have had him make the eye a big ruby with a shine on it.
Of course.
To further simulate, or
There's
to
like a
further,
little burst of sunlight off the ruby.
to further emulate one that we were fought in the gauntlet as a patron of the ruby, and two that it was how we first met Tilpa.
Yep.
So it's that whole first arc on Darry's leg.
Nice.
And then she's gonna look at Johnny and go, "What would you get as a gift for a young girl who had a penchant for subtlety? The work of." She looks at the dude and goes, "Cover your ears!" To the dude who's getting like his half-finished tattoo. And goes, "She's like a rogue. It's like a little like she's like sneaky.
She's got a good knife.
Better at stealing. I don't know. It maybe Jabari's been helping her with a lot of stuff, so she might have one. But where would I get one? Like something nice."
Well, everyone knows you're all meeting with the Arcanum. They're gonna have access to things no one else does. Otherwise, I would say any of the black ships mess them down can make a nice knife. Good sticker's a good sticker, but you get a little extra on it from the Arcanum.
Okay. I'll look into it.
Their prices are high, but you can always barter. They deal in trade and in life. That's probably why I'm assuming your friend wanted a meeting.
Yeah, I'm very excited that we get to have our meeting with the Merchants Guild as well as.
Did they tell you why that witch was being executed? The one that you
No.
She stole from them, took it out to the Sutor.
Oh, they did say something about that.
Yeah, they guard their magic really closely here. They do not parse with it easily. The fact that she was selling it, you might as well try to assassinate the harbor master.
Well, I mean, she was on the same field with the man who tried to assassinate the harbor master. So, interesting. God, I wish that goblin wasn't so short. I would have killed him with that last hit.
Come back anytime.
She nods, and then she's going to go back to the boat with the rest of the friendos.
Alright. As you're back at the boat, Tilpa's finishing up a conversation and Darry comes up to him and she's like, by the way, I've got all these things. They've been being dropped here all day. He's got envelopes. Because this one is to the ball. That's not for a day or two. It's a costume ball. Everybody goes.
Darry gets a costume.
It's invite only. But you're invited. And because of your request, all of you are invited. But you have to go in costume. This is probably their only thing.
Oh.
Though you two would be hard to be in a costume. You're kind of in a costume.
I have
No,
an idea.
it's quite easy.
Yep. I have an idea, don't worry.
I think I'd look good in that.
You're not going as me.
That is a very good idea. He goes, but this, you have a day or two, so you can get something together. A costume. You go, you'll dance, you'll meet people, you'll find love, you'll find laughter. It'll be a very, very fun affair. I will be there. Jabari will not be there. Jabari snorts. He's like, you were not invited. They were invited. Jabari's like, I've been invited before. Not today. And he takes out an envelope. He goes, this is the one for the Merchants Guild. And he hands it over to Thorn. That is the meeting where you need to make sure you do not start a trade war with the salt merchants. Or if you do, make sure you win.
Thorn, I don't want to die over some spilled coin.
I'll be careful.
It would be spilled salt.
Indeed.
Did I get back now?
You've
Yeah.
been back. Yeah, you
Okay,
killed
cool.
him.
In that case, I'm gonna go over to Thorn and go. Okay, so whenever we go to the salt people, we need to have a plan.
A noble salt.
Oh, yes.
A luxury good.
Yeah,
Small
because-
time production. Finer, refined.
Have you heard that there's like a whole thing around salt in the city?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thorn.
Meats are all
The
salted.
slug.
It makes them last longer.
Dear.
That's
Salt.
Blah.
you, I think, perhaps are more for the refined taste. The salt merchants, their salt, it keeps the meat that's sent to the troops. It lasts. It doesn't spoil. You don't want that business.
No.
I think if you figure
This is
that
a
out,
tasting salt.
He takes another one. And goes, this
Fine, so.
is to the Arcanum, and it's a blue. Everything else has been a white with like a red wax. This is like a moonstone blue envelope with a gold seal. And he hands over. He says,
That's that good shit.
"You're going. When you go there, they value coin, but they value trade more. Be of service is your watchword there. You can buy whatever you can afford, but there'll be things you cannot afford that you can get if you do things for them. But they will always ask you to do more. Remember this."
Understood, Tilpa.
As in, like, if you do one thing, they'll be like, now you have to do another thing for us. Or if you do one thing, they'll request that you do another thing, but you could say no.
More the first, less the second.
Oof.
It's like getting in bed with a group. Once you're in, you're in. You can get out, but it's much harder. Once you start to do business with the Arcanum, they expect you to do business with the Arcanum. I have done business with them. Not much scares Tilpa. They do.
I'll follow your warnings, Tilpa.
Just be wise.
I'll do my best.
If they ask you to do a thing, it's never an easy thing.
And I'll
Believe
never
me.
do it for free.
Never for free.
If there's one thing you get from Topa, never for free.
Takes another thing. Hoft. Is this for your meeting? Why do you want to meet with them? You're not a blacksmith. Do you know how to blacksmith?
Not particularly, but I come
What?
from a line of blacksmiths. And I want to give back to, well, the very downtrodden.
Start a charity. Make a church.
I also know people at the pinwheel. They can help get this started. The dwarves need to remember where they came from.
There are doors on the island, you know.
You don't know, do you?
You never told him?
The isle that we
Yeah, we
came
had a
from.
conversation.
How many
about
times
this,
have
right?
I sung this story? Do you need me to sing the song again?
I've heard
Okay.
this. Nope.
You should get those doors. They have the old way still.
If I make enough
They
money
will
here,
be able to make the magic weapons for your kind.
if I'm able to talk with the blacksmithing guild, with the help of the pinwheel, I can make a couple shops.
When you talk to the blacksmithing guild, tell them you know of the dwarves on the island. You're probably the only ones. And I have not mentioned it because I don't care.
They may be wishing to fund an expedition to bring back the wayward souls.
Agreed. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure the dwarves don't want to leave. However, if they did want to
They
form
might want
a
trade, though.
yes.
That as well.
That's what I think. And I have boats. Then this
We
is a
bring it
good
back to
thing.
Tilpa. There you go, Tilpa.
All things are Tilpa's. I've been telling people that.
Endearing.
What?
I
But
just,
do you disagree? Do you not think all things are Tilpa's?
Endearing?
She is wise. You should listen to her.
Tilpa?
Eyes look at you and just go,
I do not think that that is a curse that you should spread on Tilpa's behalf.
I think it's gonna get around
Let
one
me
way or
see
the
your
other.
new sticker. He takes it. Little kobold hands. It seems almost like a long sword with him holding it. It's like, what an unusual design
Yes.
it's really not. It's pretty normal.
for snagging. You rip out the weapon.
I believe so, yes.
Hold up the light, the moonlight it glints off the blade. He's like, this is not from here.
If
No,
not.
it is an artifact of Mortis.
He holds. He's like, the handle looks bone, gold inlay. He holds it. There's runes on your blade. This is something, my friend. Do not lose this.
On my life.
The meetings, as I understood it, that is a party you go when that happens. Your meetings, you should have, when you go is up to you, you have the way in the door in your hand. You'll be seen. We may have to wait for a few minutes if they're busy. But
Well, with all the hype around our salt, we might want to go address the concerns quicker than later.
You don't want to let them stew on it?
No.
Well, not enough to start a war now. I'd rather address that and say, hey.
I want to
maybe-
go with the sample.
Oh,
I need the
how,
knife.
How long? A night?
The knife.
Well,
Okay, I
then
think
in
we
that
can do
case, the smith's tough.
We
the
don't really have to
Smiths
do
is
it.
probably the simplest one, I would think.
Agreed.
We don't have to do it tonight. We can always wait till
Yeah,
tomorrow.
let's all take a long rest and then go to more meetings.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
sleep.
When I have bardic inspiration and stuff.
You just had a
Yes,
fight.
I'll have more healing.
You just battled in the arena.
And spells.
Gotten into the salt business.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to go look at my crate of lead and steel.
I do owe you one crate.
Yes.
What are you going to do with this?
So many things, Tilpa. You'll see.
Are you going to melt it down?
It's at points, yes. Toft, I think I'll need
they're
your help
such
and
good
some of your
weapon
influence
builders.
with the smiths.
I will do whatever I can. And Iwazi, a week before your throwing knives is ready.
Not a problem at all. I have
Gary's also
time.
gonna go up to Molly.
We all have time.
Wait, did we grab the threat knives as a goblin?
No.
No.
Fuck! Just walks off.
Iwazi, Darry threw his body into the.
Fuck! Walks off again.
He was trying to style on us. He needed to be taught a lesson by having his corpse dance.
You want those knives that little thing had?
I want the poison on the knife.
Nothing. It's fine.
The poison was horrifying.
He had what? One left, I think.
He was a criminal and against Mortis. He was
No, he had
helping
6.
necromancers.
Too many.
Yeah, two of his hands.
While
and then one
looking
of them-
into
one of
Darry's
them-
eyes,
Only the throwing
Philippe,
ones. I watched the throwing
cocks
ones.
a
He
little
had one
smirk,
poison.
but on the side facing away from
But you
everyone
want
else.
this?
Of course. Why would I not?
Maybe Tilpa can.
Darry nods. He goes, cool, we're cool, cool. Fuck that goblin and those necromancers, right? They're bad.
Oh, I thought you'd be better at bluffing.
And Darry's gonna go up to Molly and pull out her short sword that she used in the arena and say, I have plans on getting you something better, but for now, I used this to help win in the arena. I felt maybe you should have it.
She kind of takes it like reverently. She's like,
Longsword for
I
her.
don't think I can do it.
"This is big."
Yeah.
Something to grow into.
Keep in mind.
I mean, it's really large. What am I doing? It's
well,
not big.
it's a short sword. So
But she's a child.
short swords are like it's a long sword to her.
Yeah.
She says,
Okay. And Jibari goes, "It'll be fine. I'll show you."
I figured Jubari's been helping you learn to fight.
I was showing her more in close knife work. But
As I said, I have other ideas.
she
but
should know how to use more than one.
For now, this sword was seen by hundreds, thousands
Thousands.
of people in a winning match in the arena by one of the refugees.
He looks at her, and Molly starts to. He's like, "Don't sell it."
And I
I
haven't.
thought.
It is yours to do with what you like. I'm giving it to you. However, when you die, all things are Tilpa's. But
In Darry! Just from the other side of the boat.
Don't sell it.
She's
Molly.
not wrong.
If you carry that on your side, you'll have reputation because you know them. Do not sell it until I tell you to sell it.
it also, I got it from Tilpa from his island. I haven't seen other swords that look like that around.
True.
Don't sell it. And Ollie smiles. Okay, Jabari. Tilpa leaves. He heads back in. He's got business to take care of. Jabari takes Molly by the hand. They go back on the aft deck, and you see him trying to explain to her because she's actually gotten pretty adept at holding a small dagger with a blade of it about like that. And he's now explaining to her the nuances of a larger weapon, how it's off center. You get the feeling that Jabari has spent more than probably half his life on land, in arenas or battlefields. Perhaps he's in his second career now as a navigator.
Darry's gonna see Molly walk off with Jabari and like Tilpa going into his cabin and smile and go, "Found a home quicker than I expected." And then she's gonna turn around and go to the temple because she's got somebody she's gotta go talk to before she goes to bed tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to start digging through that crate.
It's almost exclusively lead and steel billets, the kind that you would use to. The first half is I think they're called blanks.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically steel that's shaped to be made into blades.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a blank.
And then below that there are. So the blanks are steel and are lead forms to make more of those blanks.
Okay.
But you could melt it down and you would have a crate full of whatever you want.
Yeah.
Lead and steel mixed together would make a nice composite blade.
Is Toft free right now? Toft. How hard would you say it is to roll one of these steel blanks? Or do you know of any
Keep in
smiths
mind,
that...
I think dwarves have literally a racial. Oh no, it's stone. Stonework.
Yeah. Stonework. Yeah.
A racial bonus against.
Probably somewhat difficult.
Do you know of any smiths that can roll steel for me?
I know of some damn good smiths.
Well, if you can set up a meeting with them, or maybe a meeting after we've met with the Smith Guild, I've got some ideas. Do you know any of the people that work in the steamworks?
I do not. However, I can probably, through my contacts of being born and raised here, I can find some.
That would be incredible.
I'll look around tomorrow. See what I know.
Alright. And I'm just gonna take the rest of the day working and setting up designs for a piston.
You can work all night?
Yeah. I'm gonna work on a
Be
piston.
exhausted in the morning.
Oh. I can get like 4 or 6 hours of sleep. That's fine.
Okay.
We still got plenty a day.
It's probably around 6 p.m.
It's good enough.
You work till like midnight?
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a piston that sets into the body.
Are you just doing
of a
the
hand
plans
crossbow.
for it, or are you actually trying to make it?
Oh no, I'm doing the plans for it.
Okay.
Like I need to sketch this like a dozen times before I make it.
Would any of us have access to that very prestigious hidden bar that we went to last session?
The
I
Doldrums
don't believe we've been
I was going there right
invited
now.
back, so I don't think
Tilpa
so.
or someone would have to take you.
Invitations
Though,
might be coming, but
if you showed up tonight,
You could probably get in.
you could probably get in because of your victory. You probably have social currency tonight with that.
Second question, if I may. Those fights in the second room.
Yeah.
Are those to the death or just to...
Fist fights.
I would like to talk to Tilpa then.
I was gonna go too.
Buddy!
Are you really?
I was actually.
Oh, let's go,
I was
guys! They're about to throw hands. They want round 2.
Oh man.
Tilpa.
He's sitting in his office, the door's open, you come in. Oh yeah, how can I help you, my friends?
What was the name of that bar?
Doldrums Respite.
Doldrums Respite. Would you think I could get access to the Doldrums Respite tonight?
You've done quite enough today. You want to go do more?
I would like to go fight.
They'll let you in tonight. For the moment, you're famous. It's fleeting. You tried tomorrow, maybe not, but tonight, the ogre will open the door and let you in, I am sure.
Thank you, Tilpa.
And if he doesn't, tell him I sent you.
Will do. I'm gonna go loosen up.
I'm actually leaving the ship right now to head to the same place. So I'll just meet him on the way there.
All right.
Oh, where are you going? Everyone seems to have just run off.
Oh, I'm going to the Doldrums Respite, the bar that we went to
I'm
before.
also going to the Doldrums Respite.
I was looking to have dinner soon.
Oh, well then, bar thing.
Yes.
Diddy!
Nice.
Oh, Diddy's not
Diddy's
here. Never mind. What?
I know that Dagon's gonna be working most
Thorn!
of the night.
Darry also didn't tell anybody where she was.
Yeah, that's why he called me. He was
He's like,
like,
here's your gift to Molly, and bye.
You're all level 4.
Yeah!
that's,
Oh, better than any more meetings.
You call out for Thorn, and it's like, I made a mistake. Things have happened.
What happened?
I was doing some work on some spellery. I opened the book, and there were some spells in there, and I got curious. And Thorn reaches down and picks up a purple calico cat with one eye, and I've summoned a cat.
It's Darry's new best friend.
Hey, that's how shaking itself. What are you doing
I'm pretty
here?
sure it's a fiend.